Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're here to talk about... I'm John, this is Elite Gamers United. Today, we are here to talk about PARAPPA the Rapper for the PlayStation 1. But first, I want to shout out to a couple new subscribers. Aaron Bollock, Herwald Gaming, and Tony Elliott. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Got my new my No Man shirt, which just came for Christmas. So, great shirt. Anyway, PARAPPA the Rapper was a big hit in 1997 when it came out for the PS1. I remember getting this game for Christmas. I really wanted it, and it was under the tree with Bushido Blade and a bunch of other games. But anyway, so let's ask ourselves this. Is the game still that charming, fun, cute little rhythm game, or is it just a sloppy nightmare? Alright, let's find out. Let's take a deeper look. So, let's go to the visuals. First off, the game has some opening and some cinematics, full motion cinematics. Nicely done. The style is what makes this game stand out. It was cute little 2D style paper cutouts, or at least they looked like paper cutouts to me. They were in their own 3D polygon rendered world, very minimal polygon usage. The game does not push the PS1 in any way, in any shape, or any form. This game rides solely on its style alone, because there was no other game like this, or at least a rhythm game with that type of an art style, and there was no other game with that type of an art style. So let's just leave it at that. The characters are all very cute. They all just they just radiate uniqueness. The style, does it hold up to this day visually? The style itself, yes, you can still make a game look like this, and it'll still be received and praised for a unique-looking visual approach. But it's not a power pusher. It's not going to melt your eyeballs out of your head. It's not going to make you feel like you've seen the future. None of that. It's not a bad-looking game in any way, shape, or form. I got to turn this TV off. The lighting is killing me here. Anyway. It's a decent looking game. Its art style and its visual appeal and its colorfulness is really what made it so memorable. The sound, also what made it very memorable. Okay, the sound is kind of going both ways. I'll tell you why. The music, the characters, their voices, they all sound, they got nice, decent voice acting for what it is. It's more singing ultimately. The music is so catchy. The tunes are very clever. They're well written. What's going on in the environments during each level is at the time it was a very unique visual and audio appeal. However, the sound, even back then, the lyrics are choppy and stuttered, which ties into the gameplay. The character that's rapping alongside you, that you're following, you hit the buttons as PARAPPA's face goes over it. But this game did something different with the way the inputs are registered. The voices are, the lyric and the words are tied to each button press. It's very choppy sounding. The lack of the rhythm of the flow throws your internal rhythm and your ears and what you're hearing off. Example, do you know why we stopped the car again? And PARAPPA would say, do I know why we stopped the car again? Because, like I said, every button press is tied to the word, to the lyric. It has absolutely no flow. The timing is it's literally at least a half a beat off. I'm telling you. It's damn near impossible to get a cool, which is the perfect, to get a cool rating in the songs. It was hard as hell back then to get it, and it's hard as hell now. I failed a bunch of times, as you see in the gameplay here. There's 5 stages, 5 or 6, and a bonus stage at the end. The gameplay, like I said, it's a rhythm game, but there's no 2-player, there's no competitive or anything. There's nothing competitive about it. You'll play through it 2 or 3 times, and then that's that. Back in its day, we loved its charm, which was why we played it a lot. And I think I was like 12 or 13 at the time, but it was a big game, and the character was so cute. It appealed to everybody, and it was. We didn't see it for its underlying broken mechanics. The game itself is functioning, but it's not. It's not broken, but it's not broken, if that makes any sense. It's very hard to time the lyrics because you'll be hearing it and flowing in your head when you're hitting the buttons, but when you hear it on screen, it just throws you off. I can't. Is it a fun game? Yes, it was a fun game. Is it fun to pick up and play now? Absolutely not. You can just go on YouTube. If you want to hear the music, just go and listen and watch each stage be played on there. It's not a game that is held up against the test of time. And you know what? We were blinded by the charm back in the day, and that's why the game got very good reviews. But it's really not a great game. I can't say, but it sold well enough to warrant a sequel and a spin-off. So you got PARAPPA 2 and you got Jammalamy. I cannot really recommend this game unless you're a hardcore rhythm game fan, or you just think PARAPPA is absolutely the most adorable little dog with the coolest hat in the world. I wanted that hat. The little red beanie with the little frog on it. I wanted one of those. Couldn't find it anywhere, but I wanted one. Again, I can't recommend this game. This is a game where I will say I did not enjoy playing it to record the footage. I love the music. I love the visuals. I did not like the implementation of the mechanics being tied to the lyrics. Each button press spits out a lyric, and it sounds so fragmented. The game would have worked much better if PARAPPA just sang the lyric, one continuous flow, and your button presses, you would either register and be successful, or register and fail. I would have, if you missed or were late or too early on a button press, I would have just have PARAPPA like he'll start getting a little more monotone, or he just won't sing as well, but he won't not sing the lyrics. I really hope I'm doing the best I can to explain this, because if you've played it, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you that haven't, is it worth a look out of curiosity? Any game that you never played is worth a look at a curiosity if it's something that piques your interest, if it's a genre, if it's got an art style, if you heard the music is really good. Anything is really worth a try. But I cannot recommend this. Like, if you're looking to just sit down and have a good time playing a game when we were kids and this came out, absolutely was a good time. It's not a good time now. And it's a real shame, because I do love this game. It does hold a spot in my heart. I love the character. I think it was a brilliant idea. It had very good intentions, and it got very good reviews. But go back and look at this game now, and I absolutely have to say, unless you are just so curious or you love rhythm games, I cannot recommend it. It's cheap. It's not an expensive game. It's maybe like $20 or $30, maybe even less. I haven't looked. But I just can't say go pull your hair out and go crazy trying to find a copy of it. I can't. However, there is a silver lining to this. From what I've heard, I never played the sequel. The sequel tightened up the gameplay, tightened up the lyrical implementation, and Jammalamy on the PS2 was just a very overall decent, good rhythm game. But after that, I don't think there was one after Jammalamy. But anyway, it's PARAPPA the Rapper for PS1. Worth a look. You're not missing anything if not, and most of us have heard the songs. You want to hear the songs, just go on YouTube and check them out. Anyway, I'm John. This is Elite Gamers United. I got a rant coming in a couple days, and I'm going to start telling you what game I'm going to review next. The next game that's going to be reviewed, well, I want to do Gears Tactics, but that's coming down the line. The next game going on the review block, you really want to know? Come here, I'll tell you. The Fifth Element for PS1. Food for thought. Anyway, you all have a wonderful night, and no ma'am. Thank you, guys. See you again in a few days.